sure you changed the
How heavy is that?
110.
The same one, then.
Same one. You took the same one.
Wow.
So now you can.
Let's see how you do on the calves.
See, I knew. Right what I was gonna say. She's gonna compare.
Bring those feet in just a little bit if you can. Yeah. BTW, you weren't in the room when I was telling him, but he's definitely been training. This is a whole different spine I've been adjusting tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like dense now. Very dense. Yeah.
But you know what? He's still moving smooth.
Not a peep from you.
You know?
Yeah. No, he is. Are you crying in there?
Oh, he is. I'm waiting for like a butt, a glute or a butt cheek to kind of flinch there.
Oh, I can't see you through there. You're lucky. You're so lucky.
No, this actually feels nice.
Doesn't it feel amazing?
All right, everybody, it's the weekend, and I'm very excited to get on here and actually talk to you while Cherie is actually being a nuisance and slapping me upside the head. It's a normal occurrence, actually, being in the Heath household with this beautiful soul that tends to distract me, and hopefully she's not going to like flash me or anything like that as I try to motivate you guys through the weekend. Now, one of the things that I want to talk about is what do I do during the weekend? Well, each and every morning, I actually read the good word. That's right, I actually read the Bible. I am a Christian, always have been, but more devoted now than ever. Reason being is because I definitely felt like I needed more structure in my life, and actually waking up in the morning without the cell phone, spending that first 30 minutes to an hour without that phone was really important. So I thought, well, what could I do? Initially, it started off with like a lot of meditation and just trying to find peace and learn what meditation is. And then I realized, no, I need to wake up with more gratitude. And what better way to do that is actually reading. So instead of the typical self-help books and stuff like that, I started reading the Bible. And so far it's been pretty incredible. I've been doing this for consistently for about 8 months every day. And been very revealing as to what is I have learned, but also how I've been able to apply certain things that have been going on in today's world. It creates a lot of different discernment and more strength in all the endeavors that I, pray and hope to embark on in the future. Secondly, a part of my routine is I usually try to read another book throughout the day, and this one happens to be from one of my good friends, Tim Grover, who I initially met through reading his book, Relentless. And then after working through social media, just being a fan, he and I connected and then started a really good friendship. He actually came to the 2020 Olympia to support me and has been a great ally in my struggles in here and just to make sure I'm staying out of here and being more in here. But the book Winning, if you haven't heard of it, please check it out. It's an incredible book. It actually has a small segment of me in there, which is, if you know who Tim Grover is, you'd be thankful to be acknowledged in that way. But yeah, reading something for the heart and the spirit, but also something that I get to take away with me on my journey as I leave these walls and go out in the real world is always important. Right after that, of course, I usually do like some cardio. You guys have seen me talk about that, usually about 30 to 60 minutes. And people say 60 minutes? Yeah, it's not 60 minutes of all out. It's usually like 60 minutes of just mildly walking while I am checking those emails and responding to people on the phone. And, I've done that on the bike. We have a Peloton here in the crib. The treadmill, not as much incline treadmill as normal. And then also the step mill. After that, I'm, try to shave up or whatever, get ready for the day, shower, and then I'm doing my meals, usually eating around 3 to 4 actual meals, and then I'm doing 2 protein shakes. And I split that up depending on how my workload is happening, like whether I'm doing Zoom calls or what have you. It's always really important. But one of the cool things has been having FlexPro meals ship my meals usually around every Wednesday. So the order will go out before 3 p.m. Eastern on that Tuesday, and then I get to modify everything that day. They ship it out, it's fresh, ready to rock and roll. So I've been really consistent with that, and that's helped me regain some size back that I lost, obviously, last year after having COVID pneumonia and being stuck in the hospital for a week. I dropped all the way down to 227, and I hadn't been that weight since probably 2008 Ironman Pro. but yeah, typically that's my routine. But one of the routines that I like to spend during the weekend is to try to reevaluate what worked and what didn't. And there's a lot that doesn't work. There's a lot of things that I may have procrastinated on, just forgot about. So I try to keep a planner and have some accountability mirror action. And usually my accountability mirror is usually the woman that I share a life with. But it's something that I realize more and more is important. And that's something that I did throughout my bodybuilding career, is always have like the mirror as my accountability partner. Obviously looking at myself time and time again, just realizing like, is this physique where I want it to be? But in business and in relationships, you don't necessarily have that same interaction. So it's always good to kind of challenge yourself each day to, how am I communicating? How am I coming across? How am I being a better listener? Am I being more selfless? Because let's face it, being a professional bodybuilder, you're a selfish SOB. You're in 7-time Mr Olympia, man, it's times infinity. Family, friends, you name it. Like, I'm sure a lot of my friends are like, selfish, yeah. But, you know, during that time period, I wanted it to mean something. So if I was going to be any sense of selfish, focusing just on my own success, I had to make sure I was the best at it. And even with business now, I realize like I don't necessarily have to do it that way, because I understand that, you know, with business, it takes more of a team effort. And in relationships, there is a team. And instead of just thinking what I can do for myself, I have to think, what can I do for this relationship, for my spouse, and then obviously for my friends and family. But overall, guys, you know, I'm obviously excited to interact with you all. Shout out to everybody that's been going on to Phil Heath TV on YouTube. And of course, just chatting with me here on IG, Facebook, every now and again. I'm predominantly more on IG and Twitter. Twitter is huge for me. And I just started going on TikTok. So if you see on my Instagram a couple TikToks, follow that account. It's the Phil Heath Official. It's got the check mark and everything, so you know it's not some weirdo that is trying to, you know, we got these weirdos out here, right, that are trying to act like they're me, and they're not. So buyer beware, or follower beware. But, you know, I'm hoping that each and every one of you has a routine. If it hasn't worked out, and what I mean by that is, if you're not seeing the results that routine in your mind had when you first started, you got to change it. If there was something in a chest workout that you didn't feel the good pump or not feeling like the squeeze, you went to a different exercise. Same with arms, same with legs, same with any body part, same with food. You have to do that with your life. And I think that's what makes being a bodybuilder so awesome, is because you get to transfer all of those things that you do for your physique into every aspect of your life. It's beautiful here. It's humid as heck today in South Florida, so we're definitely going to experience some of that and be grateful for it, because normally we'd be freezing our asses off in Denver, Colorado. But of course, having gratitude, being appreciative of what you do have, and having that mindset of knowing that you can always be better today and then the next day. Don't worry too much about tomorrow, because tomorrow's not even there yet. You have plenty of work to do today. And I just want to encourage you to continue to have some faith in yourself and in a higher power, and always put your best foot forward, and knowing that life has no rehearsal. You will make mistakes. You will fail multiple times. You'll get embarrassed. And that's just part of the game. So overall, I hope that this has been somewhat of value to you. And I wish you all a great weekend. God bless.